What's up? How you guys doing tonight? All right. You know, one of the biggest problems in America today is that black men have become so accustomed of America by the so-called glitz, glamour, TV, spotlight. They've tend to forget the black man's reality. And like I said in the last video about the traps that black men have to use discretion and have to use wise decisions. You also have to understand that it doesn't matter how much money you have, you still can get taken down through there. You see, yes, white people, especially white men, they go through it too. But my thing is I want to speak to the heterosexual black men, because we are in captivity. I don't give a damn how much money you have, how much riches you have. You are still in captivity. And once you work hard, you have allowed people to come in and infiltrate and take what's yours. Whether it's your children, whether it's your assets, whether it's material things, and yes, whether it's your soul. You have allowed this Western society that's being guided through by feminism, globalists, and racialists of this society. Guys, I told you from day one, I am not going to stop talking about this, but it has to be brought up. So I want to talk about Sugar Shane Mosley here. In their divorce settlement, Shane Mosley's ex-wife was awarded half of all fight purses he earned while they were together. Half of the profits from his big fight DVDs, including Oscar De La Hoya, Fernando Vargas, and Miguel Cotto. She was also awarded 3 of his championship belts. And to top it all off, she was awarded the kids, and she walked away, like I said, with the championship belts and in about $6 million in assets. All because the black man always and forever wants to be validated by those that I stated in this society. Once again, about 90% of females in this country are liberal. They always have, and they always will be. They all can talk that shit about they're free thinkers and it's okay that you think a certain way. In reality, they don't like the way heterosexual males who think for themselves. They don't like that shit. They like for a male to bow down to the female principle. That's why you, as a male, give away all your assets for that damn pink sleeve and want to be in your children's lives, all in the sake of it failing anyway. This is why I stated over and over again, the heterosexual black males need to stop looking at celebrities and athletes and those who like to be maestros as leaders. They go by a different set of rules. A lot of these marriages are orchestrated, all because they're trying to push agendas. You, sir, were supposed to be a gladiator, not allowing this woman to sit at ringside and take every damn thing you got while you was getting beat to a bloody pulp. This does not make sense, but then again, it does make sense because I understand what I'm seeing. A lot of you men are not going to see it because every damn thing is off of emotion. You want that pink sleeve. You want that poo nanny. And then you want to be around your indoctrinated children that you allow that the white man's court system to take every damn thing from you. This is the kind of shit that has to stop. And to me, the only way this can stop is that the heterosexual black male must learn to do the Bill Bixby, like I said. Put that backpack on your back and take that lonely stroll walk of knowledge. Once you are in the knowledge, once that knowledge is in your head, nothing will faze you anymore. Not the woman, not the government, not even your family and friends, co-workers and loved ones. Because once you are in the knowledge, you will not allow someone to take from you. You will not allow a woman to dangle their kids over your head. You will not allow the government to treat you like a caged animal. If you have to walk from your family just so you can get that knowledge, please do so, because it's well needed. You see, when I see pictures like this, I see a weak man, even though he was in the ring as a gladiator, but he came out as a weak man. You see, stuff like this happens every day, where you bow down to the woman principle, and this is what happens. The feminist side is on her side. The globalist side is on her side. As you can see, she is Asian. And the racialist side is the intermingling between the two races, where in this society, people will downgrade him being with an Asian woman instead of a black woman. Yes, trust me, it's out there. There are black women out there who will say, that's what he get for being with that Asian girl. That's the racialist side. I don't have to make it up. Look it up. Because all that stuff is playing in this photo and in this situation. At the end, the white man's court system awarded her. Now, yes, it has happened to white men, but this is a thing that I'm trying to do when I'm talking to the heterosexual black men, that these are traps out here. Like I said before, you're always going to be loved when you're a maestro. But once you come out of that ring, you're just like everybody else. You search for validation. You search for acceptance. You search for that love for the opposite race. You search for that imaginary hug for those that claim that that is oppressing you in the so-called black community. And this is what happens. So, what is the option, Eric? What is the option to keep stuff like this from happening? Simple. Put yourself in the knowledge. Be a three-dimensional thinker. Think for yourself and think for your own well-being. And yes, I'm going to go there. Once you do those things, man, your knowledge is actually worth dying for. Not your race, not your so-called quote-unquote community. Because your race and your quote-unquote community, they're not worth dying for. Your knowledge, your self-being, your masculinity is worth dying for. You know, Shane Mosley should have said, you are not getting half. No one's taking my money. no one's taking anything from me. If you want to take my children, take them. Indoctrinate them. Besides, if the kid, like I said, when the kids are born in this country and they have a social security number, the kids do not belong to you, sir. The kids belong to the state, and the woman will preside over them as the guardian, and you, sir, are the person that funds them. That is all you do. They do not want you to raise your children. They want the children to be raised by the white man government and by the liberal-minded woman. And you are the person that's funding them. You are giving money to the children, the woman, and also the white man government and the white man court system. That's how that works. Until the heterosexual black man steps up and says, fuck you, I ain't doing none of that shit. You will continue to keep doing that. You know why? Because you know what you just said. You willing to die for it. Because it's going to have to take blood for men to understand enough is enough. But this society used celebrities and athletes to prove a point that you must follow right behind them in what they do. Because when you accept validation from the woman and put the woman on a pedestal, stuff like this happens. As a heterosexual black male, you are not supposed to ever bow down to the woman. And I mean never. This is an abomination.